because we need to make sure we can see everyone on the map. Welcome back, everybody. Bringing you guys the third game, take 3, between Lelouch, the blue Zerg in the top left-hand corner, and PanamaRed, the yellow Terran in the bottom right-hand corner. Hopefully, no one lags out this game. Lelouch did switch computers, so we will not have any crashing. These players have had even more time to think about exactly what kind of build it is that they want to do. I personally hope that they do some high aggression build and the game is under 8 minutes in length, because I am very tired. I'm sure you guys would all love to see a nice macro game though, and of course I'm going to be sticking with it no matter how long it goes. But I am hungry. I want some dinner, but I'll probably be getting some soon. So right now we'll have to see. The first game, PanamaRed did throw down some gas earlier. Second game he did not, so we're going to have, or maybe I switched that. We're going to have to see which of the builds he chooses to go for this game. Right now we're just waiting to see, and Lelouch, just like he did the first 2 times we tried this game, he is going to be going for the 16 hatch, I assume. Maybe. Yep, here goes his drone. He is going to be going for the 16 hatch. PanamaRed, once again, unfortunately scouting the wrong position, but they are in cross positions last game. They were in close air the previous game. I do not remember what they were the game before, but Lelouch is going to be scouting out his opponent. He's going to see what's going on, and this supply depot, is that a full wall? I do not think it actually is. No, it is not. So Lelouch does get into that base, and you see PanamaRed saying lols, because he's very disappointed that it did get into his base. So once again, he is going to see the gas timing. He knows exactly when it was made, so that tells him just what kind of builds he could be going for. So unfortunately, he is not going to be able to stop this drone from leaving either. It could simply float through these minerals if it wanted to. Could get killed by the Marine when the Marine does come out. Unfortunately for him, he probably will end up dying. But right now, Lelouch's expansion is about halfway done. We have the pool coming on coming down as well as the extractor, which of course will allow him to get that Zergling speed if he so chooses. And we have an extractor coming on the way saying, hope you didn't see that. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying. He hoped you didn't see. But we do have the extractor being built. And he's going to be able to keep this alive for a long time, simply because 1 Marine or even 2 Marines cannot actually out-DPS an extractor while it is being built. That is to say that they can't actually do enough damage to kill it. But if PanamaRed really wants to kill it, if he puts an SCV attacking this as well, he will be able to kill it. Lelouch about to lose the drone there, but he does manage to keep it alive. He does have another extractor on the way, so it seems as if he's actually going to be going for maybe a kind of gas-heavy play. He's starting to get the gas for the Zergling speed now, but we actually might see a Roach Baneling bust, something like that, or just a Roach bust against this play. We do see the Reactor Hellion is coming out, which Lelouch, he is going to lose this extractor if he is not very careful. He's going to lose it right about now. You see 3 Marines do out-DPS that extractor. But he might not, or he probably has a good idea that there could be a Reactor Hellion play going. And I would imagine that probably is why he does have that second gas on the way, or he did at least. It looked like he was mining for it, but it seems like he did cancel it now. He needs to get that Zergling speed, unless he just wants to go for a big Roach play. It looks like he will. He has a lot of free supply. He has a good number of larvae. He's got 8 larvae. And there we go. We see 6 Roaches on the way, which a 7-1 will be coming out very soon. We'll have to see, where does he have those rallied? He just has them rallied right here. He's not going to be going for any kind of a bust. He simply wants to make sure that he does not lose to the mass Hellion play like he did during that last game. We actually have a tech lab on the starport for PanamaRed, actually going for a 1-1-1 build, starting some Hellion production, but we'll have to see, is he actually going with the nice little BlizzCon logo there. We'll have to see, is he going to be going for a Banshee? What is he going to be going for? A Fusion Core. So we are going to be seeing a battle cruiser rush, I guess you would say, ladies and gentlemen. It is about 7 minutes into the game, and the Fusion Core is halfway done. Lelouch does have a good number of Roaches moving out across the center of the map, and is there a good chance that he could simply end the game and they're not going to see each other? Oh no, they will very briefly if PanamaRed was looking at the mini-map, but there's a good chance that he could end this game before anything even happens. He does have a bunker But the roaches are going to be able to very quickly kill the supply depot, even the barracks. They could actually even stay out of range of the barracks. They're going to be running in, sniping that supply depot in just about 4 shots, and then just running into the base. Of course, they do not take very much damage from the Marines or the Hellions. So here they are just running into the base, picking off the stray Marines, all the SCVs being pulled off the line without a moment's hesitation by Panama Red. The roaches are going to get surrounded, but you see them getting away as quickly as they can, killing off as many workers as possible. We'll have to see, did Lelouch see the fusion core? Yes, he did see the fusion core. So hopefully he knows what is up. He sees there is a battle cruiser in the production tab, but we see no sign of an evolution chamber or lair tech. So he saw it, but he might not have noticed it, been too focused on microing his roaches. But chances are that this overlord will see it whenever it does pop. And there is the evolution chamber. And so if he does get down enough spore crawlers and roaches and lings, he should be able to hold it without too much trouble. And here he is pushing out across the map with even more roaches, but the battlecruiser will be done by the time the roaches get there. So this push should be cleaned up by Panama Red, but I can't see the battlecruiser doing very much damage. Of course, he's going to see the battlecruiser. He can just throw down a whole bunch of spore crawlers, and then he will be okay with enough time to get himself some hydralisks or something like that once he gets his lair up. So there it is, 6 spores in the production tab, and here comes the push out from Panama Red with a bunch of SCVs, Marines, and Hellions. Here are the roaches, and the battlecruiser has been revealed now. We see the battlecruiser actually does a lot of damage to these roaches. It currently only has 1 kill. All the SCVs going down extremely quickly, so he just took a big hit in terms of workers. He's lost 12 workers so far. But that overlord is going to be killed, but here we go. He just pulls them across the map. We have the lair immediately starting to be built. The overlords might need to disseminate a little bit to avoid all dying to that battlecruiser. But the lair, yeah, as I said, the lair is on the way. But the battlecruiser, with its move speed of 1.88, is going to take quite a while to get across the map. There are a lot of roaches here waiting, as well as spore crawlers, but he really needs to see if he can get queens. He does have an extra one over here. And if he can survive this push, he should be in very good shape. But this battlecruiser rush, I actually have seen work against very good players before. It can do a lot of damage simply because you're not expecting it. I almost myself lost to a mothership rush the other day. He needs to be careful with these roaches, though. He does not want to lose this, because those roaches are really just the meat of his army right now. The battlecruiser is sitting right outside. If he brings his other queens, he does have his other queens, so he needs to make sure not to lose those. The battlecruiser being forced to stay back a little bit of a flank. The Marines going down very quickly, but the battlecruiser, if it can focus down those queens, you can see it does not take a whole lot of damage from the queens, but if it is not focusing on them, he could definitely be in a lot of trouble. He does have SCVs out to repair them, and he has another battlecruiser finished at his base, which could intercept the roaches as they are trying to do a counterattack here. But the Spire is also on the way from Lelouch. We see he's up 92 to 45 supply. He actually has, what is that, 250% of the workers of his opponent. So that is not very good for Panama Red. You see this battlecruiser just simply flying over. He has a few defenses here, which should be able to stop these roaches from doing any damage. We have more pushes coming at the front, but the SCVs mass repairing the battlecruiser does not look like it's going to be going down. Sending in the roaches, just killing off the SCVs, running the SCVs away so he can do more damage to the roaches while he is attacking. But if he can kill the spore crawler before it does root itself in, he has the potential to win with this battlecruiser. The reinforcing one will be coming soon, but he's going to have to pull this one back. Otherwise, it is going to die very soon. He needs to repair it and pull it back, and it is going to live. And we have another battlecruiser out. And with the 2 battlecruisers attacking at the same time, Lelouch could be in a lot of trouble. But again, we see the roaches doing the counterattacking. There's a lot more coming across the map. But the battlecruisers do kill one of the queens there. But all the SCVs have been killed, and the spore crawlers are doing so much damage. One battlecruiser does fall. The other one is up against 2 high-energy queens. And it looks like he is going to lose. And there's the LOL instead of the GG. And it looks like Lelouch will be advancing in this tournament. Panama Red knocked, that was the losers semifinals, right?
That was losers semis, yeah.
Okay, so we see Panama Red knocked out of the tournament. So now next we will be seeing Lelouch against the loser of the winners semifinals. So winners final. So I'll be bringing that to you guys in just a few minutes.